The war in Afghanistan is igniting a new war of words between former Vice President Dick Cheney and the Obama administration. During a speech last night in Washington, Mr. Cheney fired back at criticism that the Bush team left office without a clear strategy on Afghanistan. Cheney insisted not only is that not true, but it's time for President Obama, he said, to make good on his promise to U.S. troops.
The president made a promise to America's armed forces. I will give you a clear mission, he said, defined goals, and the equipment and support you need to get the job done. That's my commitment to you, end quote. It's time for President Obama to make good on his promise. The White House must stop dithering while America's armed forces are in danger.
Chief Washington correspondent Jim Angle is following these developments from our D.C. bureau. What prompted Mr. Cheney to make those remarks, Jim?
Well, John, it was because as President Obama has agonized over what to do in Afghanistan, his aides started blaming the Bush administration for leaving Mr. Obama a mess.
We had a war for 8 years that was going on. That's adrift. That were busy scratch.
But former Vice President Cheney says they hardly started from scratch, that the Obama administration basically adopted a new policy handed to them by the Bush administration. He told the Center for Security Policy the Obama administration had a head start, that President Bush carried out a major policy review in the fall of 2008 and presented it to the incoming president. John?
So did we know about that? I mean, when that policy was handed off?
Well, we knew that there was a review of Afghanistan policy, but Mr. Cheney said last night the administration and we agreed, he said, giving them the benefit of our work and the benefit of the doubt. But now that the Obama administration is trying to blame Mr. Bush, Mr. Cheney obviously thinks that deal is off.
So is it possible to verify that the Obama administration is basically following at least the outlines of what the Bush administration reviewed and its conclusions?
Well, let's listen to what Mr. Cheney said last night, and here's the way he put it, talking about the strategy.
The new strategy that they embraced in March, with a focus on counterinsurgency and an increase in the number of troops, bears a striking resemblance to the strategy we passed to them.
And John, another former official, was more blunt about it, saying it was basically a cut and paste job. John?
All right.